Hey guys, what is up? It is Ethan and Pat here today with the Nonstick podcast. Today we're going to go over some cool little announcements that came out about 2 months ago, I believe now. Right? 2 months ago?
December
Yeah,
10th,
December. So it's going to be all the Disney announcements. This is going to be kind of random shit everywhere. I'm not going to lie. So let's get straight into it. So let's start with Marvel, of course, because I think Star Wars is what connects with me more. Star Wars has been, one of my favorites forever. Uh, where I really didn't get into comics probably till sixth or seventh grade, probably. So I was a little bit older by then. So Marvel's a little less attached to me, I guess. I don't know about you, but
so you started with Star Wars comics first?
no, I didn't even. I started with Star Wars toys, man. Well, I guess the movies, really, but mainly
It's kind of
big
the
into
same. Like,
collecting Star Wars. Was that sorry?
it was the same. I started out with the toys first.
Yeah, I
Those are
wasn't
the
like Marvel toys weren't really big. I feel like when I was younger. So
no, Marvel didn't blow up till Iron Man,
yeah,
and
so
I really didn't know much about Marvel besides like Spider-Man when I was a kid,
yeah,
and then Iron
yeah.
Man
There's
came out.
really Sam Raimi movies that really I feel like brought me into Marvel, and then I kind of feel like Star Wars was always there because my dad was a big Star Wars fan too. So
Right,
I don't
but
know.
I still like even with Sam Raimi Spider-Man's like I still didn't.
Yeah, I didn't doubt. I didn't go like, oh man, these movies are awesome. Like doubt the comics. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do understand there. So let's go over this list quick of movies, and I might not have them all. Hopefully, I do. So we got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, Falcon Winter Soldier, Blade, Spider-Man 3, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, Eternals, Loki, WandaVision. Well, we already have WandaVision, so let me cross that baby off. What If, um, Quantumania, Ant-Man. Quantumania, I think is that right? Is Ant-Man? Or no, Armor. Wait, what? Armor Wars Quantumania? Am I dumb? I don't know.
I think
Oh
the
no,
word blurry. Yeah, I see
yeah,
that.
yeah, I think it's Ant Man or something. I don't know. It's Quantumania. I think it's Ant Man. Captain Marvel 2, Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Black Widow, Ironheart, Fantastic Four, Armor Wars, I Am Groot, Black Panther 2, Moon Knight, Hawkeye, She Hulk, Miss Marvel, and Thor Love and Thunder.
I
So,
mean, for me personally, I know right
what?
off the bat which ones I'm excited for. I don't know
You,
about you.
yeah, you can go. I'll say which ones I'm excited for. If you,
I would say right away, like I'm pretty excited for Thor: Love and Thunder. I thought Ragnarok was one of the best Marvel movies right now
so
overall, and I'm
I'm
excited
gonna
to have it coming back to.
yeah, I'm gonna cut in there quick though. My only problem with that is I cannot stand Natalie Portman. So seeing her
I
become
love
Thor
Thor.
is gonna be kind of annoying because I feel like she's not that good of an actress at all.
I just bought her Funko Pop of her as Padme.
Yeah, I
Just
mean
got.
she was bad at Padme, but I don't know. I feel like she's so boring in like the Thor movies though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not. I hate the first two personally. I think they're Thor 1 and 2. I'm just not a big fan of. I can't sit through and
Yeah,
watch them.
I know there's fans that are like super anti Ragnarok and think the first two are the only ones that are like good enough for them. So
Right.
I don't know.
And then
Otherwise,
second, my second one is Fantastic Four.
hmm
I hope it's finally done right. I'm pretty excited for it.
yeah.
And I would also say the holiday special Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not excited for it, but I'm interested to see what they do. Recently, I watched the second one again. Still not as good as the first, I think, but still think it's a good series.
Yeah.
And obviously, of course, I'm excited for Black Widow if that ever comes out, but we'll see. So
Black
those are
Widow.
kind of my.
I don't even. Oh yeah, Black Widow is on there. I don't know why you couldn't see it on there. I'm freaking blind. But yeah, I know. There's like some things I'm gonna do. I don't know if you want to do like your top three. I guess is there a lot of? I don't know. I honestly can't tell what are movies and what are shows. So I'm just gonna go personally for me. Of course, Spider Man. Like there's like some that are obvious. Spider Man 3. I mean, I want to see what they do with that. Multiverse of Madness. I'm gonna kind of go in the ones that aren't like we already knew about them, kind of thing
Right.
beforehand. So I'm really hyped for Moon Knight, of course. Looking
That's
for,
gonna be played by Oscar Isaac, right?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, but
I don't think he's officially cast, but I know he's probably
yeah.
front runner.
So yeah, I want to see that. Of course, Loki. Honestly, like watching the Loki things, I've been really, really interested. Um, Fantastic
Speaking of
Four.
Loki, sorry to cut you off, but speaking of Loki, Matt Damon apparently is returning in Thor:
Yeah,
Love and Thunder, which
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought was pretty cool. It made me recently watched The Martian, and so now I'm pretty excited that he's gonna be hopefully have a small role in there.
yeah. I, you know, the thing about Loki too, though, we're speaking about random actors, bro. Owen Wilson. I don't know what it is about. Like that's crazy. Seeing that trailer, it's just it feels like such a different role than what he normally plays. You know,
I
comparing it
personally haven't seen the
to
trailer
like
yet.
the internship and shit like that. It just I feel like it's so different. But um, yeah, I mean, like Fantastic Four, I'm hyped about because the Thing is probably one of my favorite Marvel characters. Weirdly enough, I just love his comic from I think it's the 60s. I think it's the one that's right before Secret Wars, the solo comic, that little series there. I love that comic. When the Fantastic Four broke up after I think the original Annihilation from like the whenever that is. I'm not really great with the timeline of when everything is, but
Yeah,
I
personally,
do.
I haven't read much Marvel recently. Besides, I think Civil War was the last one I read.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no,
Speaking,
I read Old Man Logan. I think was the last like Marvel
yeah,
comic
yeah.
I've read.
I think my last one probably was I don't know. I think I read Weapon H is the last one I really read.
Oh, you got me on that. I believe
Yeah,
first few issues.
yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought it was pretty decent. I think it was just kind of like a fun like comic, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then it just kind of disappeared. I guess it was big enough, but I had fun with it. Um, I don't know. Hawkeye could be interesting.
See,
Um,
that's kind of one of my least anticipated ones. I'm just not a big Hawkeye fan.
yeah, I
I'll
don't
talk
know.
about my coming up after you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's just go through these movies like one by one, or movies slash shows. So we got Shang Chi and the Legend of the Seven Rings. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks like it could be an interesting movie. I think what is it? Heavily inspired like from the kung fu movies of like the 80s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, maybe 70s. I'm not 100% sure, but it's really inspired by that era of kung fu movie. So I think that could be really interesting, honestly. What is your take on that one?
Um, I don't know yet, to be honest. Can't really say I'm excited or not excited yet. I'm just kind of just like not interested, I guess, in the moment of it, or kind of
Yeah,
want to see
a
a
trailer or
little.
something.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's enough there to really, get excited for it, or there's kind of like nothing there for me yet.
I understand what you mean.
I guess I'm
Uh,
just like not too much interested in the characters, so I kind of want to see more.
yeah, yeah, I understand. And then we got Falcon and Winter Soldier. You want to take that one?
Um, Another one I don't know. I thought Anthony Mackie was good Falcon personally, but I don't know how I feel about him taking roles Captain America. And I don't know, it's one of those I feel like it's gonna be another hit or miss. I think the first two are gonna be hit or miss movies, or in
Yeah,
this case, no. So I really like. I don't know. I kind of want to see what they do with it.
yeah. I think
It'd be about the whole decision of Captain America.
yeah. I mean, I'm not too worried about like I don't know. I'm fine with him being Captain America. I think I don't know. My only thing with like Falcon is like it's it's a weird thing just to have a guy who has like, I guess like at that point, I mean, he's can fly and has a shield. At that point, he doesn't really have any powers otherwise. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and it's one of those
I
shows other than Hawkeye and Black Widow that's gonna be about character, doesn't really have any powers and is kind of relied on by a suit.
yeah. I mean, we'll get down a little bit, but yeah, this one it's really gonna depend. I mean, I don't think the trailer looks horrible, but also, I mean, it really depends if it's just like purely based on combat. I don't know. It's gonna have to have a lot of. Hopefully, it's a good writing team and everything like that. I think that's my main thing I'm hoping for. Next up, we got Blade. This one is also, I feel like, gonna be a hit or miss for me because I mean, I really like
Yeah.
Blade. I think Blade's really cool, but we're getting a new actor, so I
I
don't
think
know.
my personal opinion on
Do we have
this,
an
I
actor for Blade or no?
no, and that's where kind of my issue with this is gonna run into. I think it's gonna be kind of like, what was I believe it was the Internals that was canceled,
Was the
or
Eternals canceled?
one of the Phase 3 movies, I believe, was
Oh,
canceled.
Inhumans. So we talking about?
Inhumans, I don't know why I said Internals. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I feel
Inhumans,
like
and then it was made into a show, which was bad.
that no one watched. And with Blade, I kind of get that vibe that same thing is gonna kind of go on just because I feel like it was one of those random shows that I heard all the fans, like, want. It'd
Yeah,
be awesome if they get it right, but I just don't feel like they're committed to it yet.
yeah, and I
I
think
think for
one.
Blade, we need to have, like, a gritty character, a gritty show, and is
Yeah,
Disney Plus ready for that yet? I don't know.
yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I feel like we haven't really had that because I mean, the problem with honestly with the MCU is it's never been much other than just kind of goofy. You know what I mean? Not like
Right,
it's like action packed. It's that, but it's always like here's something crazy happen. Oh, here's a one liner. You know what I mean? And I
right,
think that,
and I
but
think
it's not like badass one liners. You know what I mean? It's not like what
yeah,
you think like Blade would be like. Say some badass after he killed a vampire or some shit like that. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. And I feel like this could also depend on what happens with Sony and Marvel. Because if we have Morbius and Morbius is really good, that's big if. Um, and they're able to like cross over and stuff like that, then maybe it'll be really cool. But I mean that's definitely a waiting thing. Um, next up, Spider-Man
just
3.
hard to do. It's hard to
But
do. It's hard to do a more like censored version of Blade.
yeah, yeah,
Which is why Venom was a good movie, but it was also at the same time like done so much better if they just didn't make such a censored version of it.
yeah. And I think that's what they're going for with the next movie. They're going R, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, so that'll be
Yeah,
better. I don't think Spider-Man 3 we really have to talk about. I think we both.
yeah,
I mean,
a lot of great things heard about it.
yeah. I mean,
I'm much disappointed waiting on the trailer. Maybe next episode we can react to it or something.
yeah, yeah. And next up, we got Multiverse of Madness, which I'm really hyped for. It's probably one of my most hyped movies upcoming because I really like the first Doctor Strange movie personally. I think it was really really good. Um, and just the multiverse and having supposedly having like Spider Man and Scarlet Witch in there might be really really cool. And also just the multiverse overall could be really really game changing for this whole universe, I guess.
Right, I think this is gonna be one of the most important movies. Kind of out of all these, I think it's really gonna tie in everything that went down in Endgame and kind of might be the first movie out of all of these to really set the future for Marvel, I think.
Yeah. Um, next up we get Eternals. I don't really know enough about this.
I was about to say the same thing. I don't know anything at all
I
about
mean,
this. I don't even know really it
yeah,
was even announced.
yeah. I don't really remember much about this, but I mean, I'm hoping it's good. That's have to say I don't. I'm not gonna know enough about this to really go in depth of what I think of it, but I don't know. Next up, Loki. We kind of shared our opinions. I think this is gonna be a cool, crazy, mindfucky show, kind of like WandaVision. You know what I mean? And hopefully, it'll
Right,
be
I
really,
haven't
really
seen
cool.
the show personally, but I heard a lot of people are excited for it, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. We don't need to do WandaVision. What if? What if I'm whatever about? I don't even know. It might already be out. I guess it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of just eh. Like I guess it's cool that they're doing an animated thing, but I also just I don't feel like I don't say I don't care enough, but I don't know.
Definitely for a younger audience, I think.
Yeah, and I mean maybe it'll be cool to watch like one or two episodes. I don't know. This it's very like up in the air, I guess. But yeah. Next up, I guess we have. I think it's Ant Man and Wasp, Quantumania. That's why, because it's called Ant Man and Wasp. That's why I can't read it. I didn't watch the last Ant Man movie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch Ant Man two.
I
Uh,
haven't watched it either.
so
So
I liked the first one. I thought that first one was pretty good, but just never caught the second one.
I'm not a big Ant-Man fan personally. I think
Yeah,
okay movies, but
yeah. I guess we'll see how that goes. Next up,
oh, this
Captain
next
Marvel.
one,
Captain Marvel 2. I'm gonna have to say, not too hyped about this. I don't like Brie Larson. I think she's a bad actress. I think there's a lot better actresses that could play her. Um, I mean, the person that's playing Monica Rambeau right now in WandaVision, I think would be really cool if she took over Captain Marvel mantle. But I doubt that's gonna happen. I just feel like Brie Larson's just such a bland actress. But I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I know that could offend some people, but
I
I mean,
can
honestly,
agree with
I'm.
everything.
I think I didn't watch the first one. I don't know. I didn't like her in Endgame, so I don't know. Maybe I'll give the first one a watch, and if I like it, maybe I'll watch the next one. I don't know, but maybe we'll talk about this closer to the time it comes out. Next up, Secret Invasion, which kind of ties into Captain Marvel overall, but I think it's supposed to be like the first Nick Fury led show, which is going to be awesome because we never get Nick Fury. I feel like
No,
not
so it'd be
anymore.
cool to see, right? And so it'd be cool to see if maybe it's I believe Samuel L. Jackson's maybe still signed on to it.
But on Secret Invasion,
Yeah.
I think they said he's going to be the main actor in it.
Okay. I didn't know if he was still signed on, if they were
Yeah, I think he's going to be the main
different.
actor. It's going to be kind of cool to see. I think with Secret Invasion 2 is going to be like how much ability they are going to be able to bring back characters. Like probably bring back Robert Downey Jr. because he could be a scroll. Like there's a lot of things they can do, which I think could be really really cool, really really mindfucky, which I kind of like. I guess next up we got Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I like James Gunn. I think he was kind of unfairly canceled at one point, but I mean, I guess we'll see how he does, and I guess we'll see what the Suicide Squad movie coming up too. And maybe that'll change my decision later on, but I guess we'll see. Black Widow. I think we talked about this. We just wanted to come out. I'm not a big fan of Dave Harbour as like I don't know.
Whatever he's
He,
playing.
yeah, I don't like. I don't know. David Harbour. I feel like he's been hyped up just because of Stranger Things. He's been thrown on everything. I don't think he's like a bad actor, but I don't know. I just don't need like fat bumbling Russian dude. You know what I mean? Um, Next up, Ironheart. Never was a big fan of her in the comics, so I can't say I'm too crazy about this.
I
Um,
really don't know much about Ironheart.
yeah, I don't know.
No,
The way I've always viewed Ironheart is that it's like just hey, let's give just take Iron Man's technology and give it to somebody else, basically. Which I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather just have his legacy kind of untouched, especially with the way Robert Downey Jr. Kind of took out. It's just going to be a hard mantle to fill, and I'm not a big fan of the character in the comics. I just prefer if it was, Pepper would take on an Iron person role, I guess,
Right.
in the movie, rather than if they were going to continue with the Iron Man plot. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Fantastic Four. I think we both know we're both hyped for that. As long as they cast it right, everything. So I don't know. We'll see. That one I feel like there's not much to talk about because this guy, we're hyped for it. I think we're both very very hyped to see it come in, but it's just got to be done right. Hopefully they choose the right actors, right actresses, um, or right actress. I guess I don't. I guess you'd only need Mrs. Fantastic.
Is there
Um,
anyone? Is there anyone from the 2015 movie you would want back besides Miles Teller? Because I think, both can agree. Definitely, a good Reed Richards. I don't know if you thought he was, but I thought he was pretty bad.
Oh, I don't think I want anybody from that. I think they should try and stray far away from as possible from that as they can. So that's my personal opinion. I just think it's already has a bad name. I don't think they want to taint this at all.
Right.
Just put it back. Now I think the guy who played the Thing in the original movie was really good.
Come back?
What?
Think he should come back?
I mean, I don't know if he should come back, but I'm just saying that I liked him. I think that's my only person I ever liked super or liked a lot in that role of a Fantastic Four member. But otherwise, I don't think I think we need I don't know. We just need a whole revamp. There hasn't been a great Fantastic Four. We need a really good Victor Von Doom, and please don't
I
do a Baron Zemo to him, dude. Baron Zemo is so fucking bad in the new movies. God, I hate that actor, bro. In that role, I don't think he's a bad actor otherwise, but just in that role, he's very bad, and his German accent is so bad or whatever it is. I don't know. He kind of looks like I don't know, like Napoleon syndrome, like this little guy who just seems pissed off and raging all the time. Don't really enjoy it personally. The
Armor
next
Wars.
Armor Wars. Do you know anything about Armor Wars?
I just know Don Cheadle, I believe, is coming back, and
Yeah, I'm hyped. I kind of want him to get his own movie, that kind of stuff. So I think it's gonna be kind of cool.
I think the title is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
an arc in the comics. I don't know. I don't think I ever read that one though. But heck,
yeah. Another one. There's not really much to talk about.
what I Am Groot or Armor Wars?
I mean, both of them.
Yeah, I think we can skip past I Am Groot. I'm not really too hyped for that. I don't need. I don't know. I don't need it. If it's whatever, Baby Groot's fine. I don't want to see Teenage Groot for another fucking minute. So kind of done with that there. Black Panther 2. That one is kind of all up in the air, so I don't know if we need to go over that one really.
Not much
I
to really talk about
Yeah,
there.
I think Jordan would be cool. Not Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. But yeah, we talked about Moon Knight, um, so I don't think we got to go over that again. Hawkeye. Yeah, I mean Hawkeye's kind of. I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting seeing him train his daughter. As long as they cast both people right, I think it could be really good. Um, Anything you want to say about Moon Knight or Hawkeye?
Not much. Like I said earlier, I think Oscar Isaac would be a good Moon Knight. So I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I don't know. We both don't know if they officially signed him, but I think he's a
yeah.
perfect fit for
I
him.
guess we can look that up quick. Let me see. Excuse me there. Moon Knight.
For Hawkeye, I'm not a
Let's see
big
if it's
Hawkeye.
anything's been actually. been put up? Let's see. Um, I don't see anything on here. Um, I mean, it looks like they're. Yeah, I don't, it looks like he will play him. So if that's the case, I'm pretty hyped. Uh, I just hope they write the character right because he's very complex. I feel like compared to a lot of the, I don't know. I think he's the most complex character they'd have so far. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think they're really proving with WandaVision that they can kind of get into that really complex character. So I've hope. I've hope. And then let's go over to She-Hulk. I'm kind of hyped for this. I'm not gonna lie. Just because,
Yeah, I was
uh,
thinking earlier when we were talking about some of the other ones, I was gonna ask you, like, who you thought play She-Hulk,
she has an
and,
act. There's an actor or actress. So
so there is one.
yeah.
I was just trying to think of, like, what I
Well,
wanna
apparently
see.
Abomination's coming back from the like 2011 or whatever. No, 20, 2007?
Or 8.
2008? Yeah. I forget when exactly the date they, yeah. But um, he's coming back from that, so that's going to be weird, I feel like, but kind of cool to actually get like a kind of a rewind, you know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and then after that, we got Miss Marvel, which I'm not really too uh, in depth with this character. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big stretchy hero fan, so it's gonna be a hard like, oh yeah, I want this to happen thing. So I think stretchy humans aren't really the coolest power to me, but I know people are really hyped for it, and I think they're trying really hard to make it really good. So I mean, if they do it right, I will watch it and see. But
Yeah, a lot of these, I think we really have to go see, like, a trailer or some kind of
yeah,
or something to really this is really like, what we're basing this off of is pretty much title. I mean, we really don't know much about
yeah. I mean,
anything.
there's comics, but I mean, you don't know how well they're going to be adapted. There's like nothing to be sure of. And then I think we
No matter
killed.
how excited we say we're how hyped we are for Fantastic Four, like, it could be very garbage when it comes out, but
Yeah, it definitely could, and it wouldn't be the first time that's happened. Um, so I think with that, then well, I think we went over Thor: Love and Thunder enough. So
yeah,
you ready to move on to? We'll move on to Star Wars.
Star Wars.
All right. So first off, we
Smaller list.
got Star Wars Visions.
Not too familiar with that.
Yeah, I forget what that's about, to be honest. So I think kind of skip that. Next up, Andor. Andor could be, I think, cool, but it really depends on if they make it like Rogue One, where there's no character development or anything. I think it might be garbage, but I mean, there's interesting parts, I guess, and I feel like that could really just kind of bring everything together. You know what I mean?
Right, and before we, like, go on, I'm kind of interested at the end of this, like, I think the first 2 obviously are probably not the most hyped for, but I'm interested later on to hear what is your, like, most hyped of all these,
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of hard, I think.
I was thinking about, like, I'm really hyped for this one, then I was looking around, I'm like, "Wait, I'm kind of more hyped for this one," so
Yeah.
it's hard to go pick one, I think. We'll
So
get
next up, uh, or do you want to talk anything about Andor?
no, I didn't really have much about it.
Yeah, I think we've been waiting for that for a while. I think they got announced like forever ago. But yeah, next up we got Lando. I know you like Solo, right?
Yeah, I think I liked it better than Rogue One. I liked it better than The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I'm a big fan of The Rise of Skywalker, I don't know about you.
You said you're not a big fan.
No, I am a big fan of it. I
Rise of
wouldn't say a big
Skywalker.
fan, a fan of it, and not for the fact of the story or everything. I just think it's the most going purely on entertainment value, not story and concept and all that. I'm just talking about entertainment because don't get this mixed. It's messes up the whole series and not a good quote unquote Star Wars movie, but I think tied for like entertainment value. Like I could sit down and watch this right now. Rise of Skywalker and Solo would be the two. I liked
Okay,
Lando a lot in Solo.
you did like Lando a lot.
I did.
So yeah, I'm kind of mixed on him because I feel like he's very different from the original Lando. You know what I mean? Like there's I don't know. It just feels he feels different, but like I don't know. I really like and I can only think of Childish Gambino. I don't Donald Glover. There you
Right.
go. I'm really a big fan of him. I love him in Atlanta and stuff like that. So I mean, I have no problem. I think he's a good actor. So as long as as long as he does good, I think it could be interesting. The droid story. I can't say I'm hyped about that one. I can't say I would. I maybe give that like one episode of watch. If it's good, I'll keep watching. But if not, I'd probably be one of the first people just to click off and never care.
I
So
kind of I'm kind of with you with that. I just don't know how they can really make a compelling story that will keep me interested
yeah,
or kind of any Star Wars fan interested. Like droids, I think are just like the most. Maybe they can get like some lore elements in there somehow. Like I don't know how they could do it, but
it would kind of be cool if a droid story actually ended up being something about. Oh my gosh, I can't remember their names. They're from. Oh man, what is that called? It's the one Star Wars story. Is it New Republic? No, not New Republic. Man, what's it called? It's where the like the living planet guys come in and they have all the living ships and shit like that. I forget what they're called. I don't know why. The Yuzon Vong, that's what they're called. So like the Yuzon Vong War, that would be kind of cool as a droid story because that starts out with them like hating droids and that stuff like that, and destroying them. So that'd be kind of funny. If it was like secretly Yuzon Vong, that would be kind of sick. But I doubt it.
yeah,
Um,
chances are. Well,
Chances are no, but you know, if it
if
happens, you heard it here first. um, Next up, we got Ahsoka, which I think we're both pretty hyped for.
I agree.
I think the actress that plays her is pretty good.
I she was pretty good as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so to me, it's like weird going from like the show, everything like that, and hearing her, and she sounds completely different, everything like that. But I mean, I
I
guess
remember this season, besides Boba Fett, she was probably like I wanted to see how they made Ahsoka in live action, and
yeah.
that's what I was most excited for, and they probably exceeded the expectation for me.
I guess next up with this kind of being about Mandalorian and everything like that, because we got Mandalorian season 3, which I think we're both hyped for. But let's go about Boba Fett because he's got his show coming up.
And that's another one. I think it's going to be. This is where it gets tricky because I think from here on out, everything we talk about is pretty hyped
Yeah,
for, and you can
yeah,
agree.
yeah. I mean, see, with that one, I don't know like Robert Rodriguez. You know what I mean? Directing a whole show. I really want to see. I like that episode that he directed. I'm not gonna lie. A huge
I
like.
thought he was probably my favorite director. He was definitely my favorite director of season two.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's so hard because you have the guy Dave Filoni. You have Dave Filoni doing stuff too. I think that's really hard to like go against Dave Filoni.
You like Bryce
But
Dallas Howard's episode?
but
Bryce
which one?
Dallas Howard.
Which one is this episode?
No, it's Bryce Dallas Howard. On Howard's daughter, Jurassic World.
Are you saying who directed?
Yeah, she directed one of the episodes.
Yeah, what episode?
Um,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember the directors for all the episodes, so
I just know a few of them. She directed episode. Let's take a quick look at IMDb. So she directed episode 11,
which is
or I'm sorry, chapter 11.
chapter 11. So that is. Let me see. See on the episode thing. I just want to make sure I know what we're talking about, and I can kind of give a good idea of what that one is. Chapter 11. Chapter 11. Chapter 11.
Those.
Is that the Ahsoka episode? No, two before that. I don't remember what.
It was the one before that.
Oh, that's the one where they meet the bounty hunters. Okay. Or the Mandalorian. Sorry. Yeah, so that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. So, since that, because I don't think that's really too big. So I think we leave this middle one for last. Just to go over that one.
I think we should leave the next two for last because I personally those are. I'll
Okay.
leave it at those are my. I'm kind of stuck between.
All right. So then we got Rogue Squadron, which could be good. I think I'm hyped for it just to see what it is. But overall, it's gonna be one of those ones. I feel like I'm gonna have to see it. You know what I mean?
And I believe this is going to be the next feature film.
Which one? The Rogue Squadron?
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the first feature film.
End of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what takes place, but I just know it's going to be the next. Of all these, I believe it's the.
Your mic's gonna get messed up. You there still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason, like someone scraped your mic. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, okay. And then after that, we got Bad Batch, which I think could be really cool. I think it takes place in a really cool time period. So it's gonna be like right after the Clone Wars ends, before the Galactic Empire forms. So I think it's gonna be really cool. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one.
I mean, I'm hyped for anything that's. Let's be honest. Anything that's based off the Clone Wars, we can be pretty hyped about.
Right, and that's why I said like the rest of these, I'm pretty excited for. Like, there's really not much to say about it, but like, I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars, and so are you. So
yeah, and then we have the Acolyte. The Acolyte. I don't remember too much about this. I don't know. Do you remember? I remember more.
Yeah, I'm not really too sure about much of that.
I think it's. I don't know. I feel like I remember it being a really cool thing, but I just don't remember from the announcement. Worst comes worst, we can touch on it on a later date. So I don't think we have too much to say about that one. From what I remember, I think I remember it being a really cool idea, but I'm not sure. So let's go. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm pretty sure we are both unbelievably hyped for this.
Right, and at this point, we're just kind of waiting. Like, no, they're filming this March, I believe. They just announced. Could be earlier, could be later, but sometime this year. Hopefully, we get that by next year. I believe we're getting it next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here impatiently.
Christensen signing on as Darth Vader,
Yeah,
heading on to the hype. personally, I'm a big fan of his. Not of his work, but of seeing him as
Darth Vader.
your Darth Vader.
I mean, I didn't mind him in the final movie. I have no problems with Revenge of the Sith, to be honest.
What I mean, I mean, like I'm a Hayden Christian fan, like die hard. Like, no, I'm just a fan of seeing him as Darth Vader, if that makes sense. I think he'll
Yeah.
be good.
And then we got Rangers of the New Republic. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped
This
about this one.
I'm
Because
really excited for this.
yeah, because I
The
mean,
deep heard about it from some of the concept art. It looks really cool, and it's kind of the first Star Wars movie that I think is going to be different.
is it a show or a movie?
I believe it's a show. I don't know if I think it's also animated. Be completely
Is
wrong
it
about that.
animated? I don't think it's animated. Because I think Cara Dune's gonna be in it. From what I've heard.
Live action series. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it could be really cool because I mean I like Cara Dune in the from Mandalorian.
Yeah, and just most of the concept art I saw kind of looked animated, so that's why I assume so. But those two I'm really excited for, Obi-Wan and Rangers. So
Yeah. All right, so I guess that'll finish off our first episode. Do you want to? We'll just pop off. What are you the most hyped for out of all those Disney movies that were popped off or that were shown? Sorry.
so you I'm gonna probably pick three here.
All right, yeah, third top three out of all of them: Marvel and Star
I
Wars.
think it's pretty easy for me. Obi-Wan, Fantastic Four, and Thor Love and Thunder. And if I had to replace Thor Love and Thunder, it'd probably be I don't wanna I'm not including some of the upcoming ones like Spider-Man and Black Widow.
Mm.
I'm just going based off stuff we really don't have much information about. What I like if I personally had to pick them to come out right now, I would. So that would be Fantastic Four, Thor, and Obi-Wan.
All right,
My
yeah.
three.
So mine is probably number one, Obi-Wan, 100%. Um, Number two has to be droids, of course. Droid story. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with probably. I think I'm gonna go with Moon Knight. I think I'm gonna go with Moon Knight just because I'm really hyped with that being him, and then I'm gonna go with Ahsoka for my number three. So,
Pretty.
all
It's
right.
hard. Hard to
Yeah, it
pick.
is. It's impossible almost. There's so much good stuff coming out. All right. Well, I guess that'll do it for this first episode here, guys. Hope you had a good time listening. This is Nonstick Podcast signing off.